right, yo, welcome back. This is another installment, another episode of the Lunchroom Podcast.
Yo.
I am your boy Dapper Dan. Across from me is my guy Fritz.
Yo.
Across my guy Fritz is my guy Ray, aka the movie guy.
Boop, boop.
And behind the camera, as usual, is my guy Fredo. What's happening, gentlemen?
Yo. I am fatigued. Quite fatigued. But we here, you know what I'm saying? Sick of our schedules not aligning.
Yeah, it's funny because I thought once I lost the full time, we'd like align better, but like somehow it just
we gotta point elbows at.
Listen, people be having
birthdays.
You point
elbows at you, boy.
People be going.
You be the one that has certain days. I'll be good.
I'm
good all the days. It's just y'all picked the day that wasn't good for me. The literally only day.
People have birthdays. It's cool. You gotta celebrate.
Yeah,
life is important.
We gotta figure it out though.
We will be all right. But with that being said, let's jump right into things. We got the lunch line chatter. And right off the bat, we're going to go into something that matters.
Or does it?
Dun, dun, dun.
Eric Adams, no relation, was recently elected mayor of New York City. Now, good point was brought up. He is a black man. No relation again. Doesn't matter that he's black when it comes to politicians.
If he got knees, they definitely related.
Yeah, he's got knees with definitely
related.
but yeah, like I'll bring it to the table. Doesn't matter that he's black, and doesn't matter that politicians are black in general.
When I was younger, I would definitely say when I seen a black politician, I was all for it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I just being ignorant at just politics in general, just seeing what, little things that I would see when my mother would have it on television or whatever. Barack Obama being the 44th.
They stopped class for that, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
They stopped school for Barack's what they when they read
the inauguration.
Inauguration. There we go.
Yeah.
I did. I watched it as a school, like in the auditorium.
No, I watched it as a class, but
auditorium, bro. Auditorium.
I don't know if
you didn't watch it in class?
Everybody watched that in class, bro.
I didn't care about that shit. I'm not going to front.
I mean, it was a big moment at the time.
Yeah.
But
the
older I got, and the more I realized all politicians or 98% of politicians are scumbags. I don't care about your skin tone. Like, I don't care about, like, if you're a politician, then I'm just going to look at you like you a Klansman or something. You know what I'm saying?
So do you have inherent, like, I guess, disdain or dislike for politicians?
Disdain was the word that I was going to say. That's exactly what has inherited.
He's grown woke.
Yeah.
He's grown woke.
Like Wolf went off?
Woke AF. Woke AF.
Bro, I hate, you know what I hate on Instagram? The little blue joint. Little evil eye joint people be putting on. I hate that joint with a passion. I hate that joint so much. Yeah. I hate that, bro. I hate that with a passion. How you feeling, Ray?
Nah, I'm sorry. I had
Dancing this shit.
To me, like I said, I never cared for any politician in general. Whether it's black, white, Spanish, it don't matter. If anything, now I don't trust it even more because I feel like they catering towards the black vote by hiring more black politicians. I think not only Eric Adams, but there was a lot of district attorneys, other people in offices, especially in New York, that apparently there's like a good predominant of black representation now across the board. I don't feel safer. I'm like, I don't feel safer. I feel the same way I felt before the election. Like, this is not making me feel any different. Again, this is New York too, so it's like predominantly always it's a blue state.
I mean, New York City is blue. The rest of New York is pretty much
very red. Very red.
It's up there for sure.
That's a fact. But again, like I said, like all these people, I just think a politician as rich hustlers. You're putting your trust in a person that is making promises to the rich people.
Yeah.
For their benefit, and they're just looking for validation from you, the citizen.
Talk to them, right?
That's all it is. So once you vote for these people, they're not fulfilling your promises. They're fulfilling the people that give them money promises.
Basically.
So it really makes no sense. We need a total reform. I don't know what it is, but I'm all for what they had in France, the French Revolution. We need an American Revolution. Part two.
That's how we got here.
We need to be freed from America. Not from British. Not from Brita.
Brita.
Brother.
Great Britain. That shit was kicking his ass. Great Britain.
Not from Great Britain. For me, we need to be freed from America.
Bro, I mean, they threw some tea over the parlor one time. I don't know what we got to throw over this time, but
Shit.
we got to pick up something to throw it over the.
We gotta throw apples
apples
over the tree. For
That's not helping nothing.
Fuck Johnny Appleseed.
They just gonna be like, all right, now I gotta clean up the apples.
Nick said Johnny Appleseed.
We gotta put the apple on the politician head. For me, put the bow and arrow. Being if we miss, we miss.
I could jack that more so than throwing an apple over the tree.
Or we could do what they did in Apocalypto. Have them run to the other side and just start throwing mad shit at them. For me, if they make it, they make it. But if they don't, clip.
Yeah, but to answer the question, like, even though we could possibly be related, this is like, it does nothing for me. Like, I ain't really the kind of guy that was really, like, I pay attention to politics enough to know what direction we're heading in, but not to, like, look for change, if that makes sense. Like, I'm looking for, like,
You trying to see the weather?
yeah, like, honestly, I'm just trying to see the weather. What's the latest on the COVID, like, mandates and shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really looking at, like, ooh, what's he trying to do for the community? Like, my dad don't give a damn, bro. My dad don't care. So that's my short little spiel on Eric Adams, and like, congrats to him. Though.
Yeah, congrats.
I'm pretty sure he worked
I'm
hard.
wishing him shit, boy.
I'm
Fuck Eric Adams.
wishing him.
I don't even know him.
I mean,
Alright.
if it turns out we're related, then we might have to take that back.
Fuck de Blasio.
But nah, side talk me, I'll be weak. But
Bing bong.
Nah, it was the funniest thing was the nigga. Nah, he's a legend for that. But and close out that topic, yeah, we really don't care. So don't come to us for the politic talk. We ain't ever gonna give that to you. Moving down to Lunchline Chatter. Oh, actually, that was the close out of Lunchline Chatter. I'm sorry.
Get it together, goddamn.
We're gonna move on to the cookie crumbs. With the cookie crumbs, we're gonna start here. What is one flaw the opposite sex pointed out to you that you didn't know or think was a big deal? So, I'm gonna ask y'all to start because I want to just bounce off of y'all. So
mine was the fact that I did not like or do not like talking on the phone. Like, that was a big
that's
issue.
a big one now.
Yeah,
especially
big issue. But like, I'd rather just be in
but
the same
have you budged on it?
Huh?
Have you budged on that?
Yeah.
I did for a time, and it led me to absolutely nowhere. So I'm going back to the way I was. Like,
Does it like, you don't like talking on the phone as in like the same goes for FaceTime?
honestly, I don't care for FaceTime, bro. I'd rather be in the same room as someone. Like, that's just how I am. Or if not, just text me. Like, because honestly, if you call me, let's talk about exactly what needs to be talked about, and then get off the phone.
Got you.
I hate the dead noise.
So you're not a person, because lately it's been a thing of like, sometimes I just like doing what I'm doing, but they're on the phone. So
no, what
like,
the fuck is the point of that, bro?
Listen,
like, I honestly never saw the point of
women
that,
go
bro.
for it, bro.
I never saw the point of that personally.
Shorties just want to see you. They just want to know
They
you.
wanna,
So pull
like,
up, or I'll pull up on you.
They
Like,
just want to know you're not outside. That's all it
man, that
is.
shit is weird to me, bro. But that's
know. I'll be watching TV with Shorty on the phone.
No, that's different. That's different. Yeah, actually doing something together. I'm talking about she fucking just walking down the street, going to this corner store.
Oh, you hear his mad?
What you doing?
Oh, here's a key.
Yeah, bro,
jiggling.
keys. The phone is on the side or something. You listening to audio? Like, what we doing, bro?
That's funny. That's funny.
That is funny. You sure Shorty just don't know how to conversate?
That could have been.
Oh, you the one that don't know how to conversate.
I know how to converse. I know that.
I was saying, people don't want to point the finger at themselves.
Bro, if it was me, I would have been like, it's me. But it's no.
He said, nope, not a chance. You go?
For me, I kind of knew this before, but I guess I didn't know how bad it was. But like, I really have a bad knack for like not putting the right words together.
Oh yeah, we know.
We've only known you.
But like, I never
digit
realized
years.
it was bad until a woman pointed it out to me.
We've always told you you've been aggressively with your speech.
It's not. It's more. I guess Is blunt the same as aggressive?
Yeah. They fall on the same
spectrum?
Same Venn diagram.
Well, again, I was oblivious, or I wanted to be oblivious to it, but like lately I've realized like I can't really talk the way I've been talking. So I'm like working on it currently. You know what I mean?
As you should, brother.
I feel like I'm low key getting better because I like think more before I actually just talk.
He's thinking before he speaks.
Just gotta slow down, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah, like for me sometimes I
just
can't
going from 60 to 40
I can't
miles.
just reach. I can't go with the first instinct all the time. For me, like I gotta really process. Like,
Bro.
what did you say?
Yeah.
And then go from there. Cause sometimes I'm not gonna lie. I should just be going left. Like I could have been avoided OD.
And you know you're a passionate individual.
Yeah.
So that I understand how hard it could be to like stop yourself from saying the initial thing you want to say.
But you know another thing is too is because like I also have to keep in mind that like not everyone understands or thinks the way I think.
Right. That's the most important part, bro.
So like feel me, like I can't expect that person to take what I'm saying as the way I'm saying it, not the way they interpret it.
Right.
Feel me? So that's what really made me like, okay, let me for the benefit of myself and the situation, just work on this.
You know you have an aggressive cadence, so it's like
I've heard that before, but like
I mean, but that's because you grew up with a man, so like you know what I'm saying, like it wasn't something that like you were even taught to like necessarily probably wasn't taught to really tone down too much. It was just like that's how we talk in the house, and like it wasn't like so bad that like you can't talk to people. It was just like you know what I'm saying, if somebody's not used to it, it might come off.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
Like you know like how black women kind of talk, you know, in regular sometimes. Like,
even
you know
to this day, people think like I guess when me and my father talk, like they might assume we're arguing when literally we're just talking. Like I've realized we don't really talk. We yell at each other, but like we don't interpret it as yelling. We're just talking.
There's passion behind the words, and that's what it comes down to.
They're just trying to hear each other.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And then like in hearing each other, we're trying to like we're trying to over talk.
But no, are you hearing me? Like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like that.
What about you?
For me, I mean, I struggle with this daily, and like this is with anything across any relationship, really.
It's
probably just nonchalant. That's across every.
That word was blinking in my head, bro.
Son,
bro, like that's
literally to a T. I knew he was gonna say that.
And I hate it because now everybody's a little more educated now. Because before nobody had the word for it. Like, I feel like I was the only person that knew like what nonchalant was. But now all the women like know like I don't want no nonchalant. Like you know what I'm saying. But you know it is what it is, bro. Like I feel like it comes in handy for a lot of shit. But that's just me. Like I get it, and I realize the spots where it doesn't and where it could be harmful is like because like a lot of women need like reassurance and stuff like that, and like that's not really my game. But like I be trying to transition. It's tough, but you know I be trying to transition and like show some emotion. I guess.
Not only are you nonchalant, but you're stubborn.
Yeah, but that's never gonna change.
That's like it just.
That's never gonna change, bro. But you know, like I realize certain things have to like bend, twist a little bit. So it is what it is. But that's definitely always gonna be there to a certain degree. Like it comes in handy in too many other facets of my life.
No funny shit. I've just completely disregarded your nonchalant list after like the first year of knowing you. Like this nigga's weird.
Bro, it is.
I don't think it's that bad as it used to be.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Because I know him.
Definitely not bad as it used to be.
Because like I know him, so I don't expect like anything outside of the usual.
Like we know the nigga.
Like if I ever see Mo upset, like something happened.
Bro, only person that ever got me out of character is my brother, and that's because only family really could get you there. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is I'm too competitive as a person for you to win the battle of getting me out of character. So like I'm not gonna ever let you get me out of character because that means you won. So. No, I'm not taking the L.
Damn, sometimes I wish we
That's
weren't
balls.
friends. Because I would have been the one to try to see, like...
What's wrong with him,
that's what I'm saying.
bro?
Like,
that's how I used to be, though.
I hate niggas that bad you.
That's how I used to be.
What?
It's still there, but not as bad as before. But before, I would have definitely been trying, just for my appeasement.
You a sicko.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
How about you, Fredo?
Yeah.
I'm like a blend of all three of y'all. I'm trying to be the worst person, I guess.
Fredo's the worst guy ever.
Which is the one you would put your hat on?
The one that I've been told about the most?
Yeah.
That's like the top ranking.
Kind of like, I don't really know, like the things that, kind of like your thing. Like, the things I say is kind of like, I'm saying the first thing that comes to mind, so it wasn't really like considerate. And then second is Mo's thing, that I'm very like, I don't care as much. And then, Eli's probably don't really come up as much because, I don't know, like, I'll do like a check-in real quick. Like, I do just enough for the FaceTime where it's like, like, they're not tripping on it, but sometimes it'll be like, oh, like we don't really talk on the phone. I'm like, well, what's the point?
I feel that. But moving on, closing that out.
Before that, I like to mention that I think I have seen Fredo shrug more than anybody in my life. Anybody in my life. Bro.
That's part of his
just like this.
Literally.
Yeah, that's his move. I ain't gonna lie. I learned that with Fredo. That's definitely his move.
Funny.
But moving down,
that should get me tight. If I was a shorty, I would be even more highly upset.
Shrug all the time.
Yeah, like yo, that shit blows my sometimes. But a shorty, I can see her really getting ticked off.
I'm not gonna lie though, a nonchalant shorty is not for the weak though. It's dead not for the weak.
Not.
I'll be honest with you. Like if somebody that's nonchalant and has dealt with shorty that's nonchalant, it's almost borderline scary to see your actions reciprocated towards you.
I don't think I've ever dealt with a nonchalant.
I don't know if you could like knowing Ray. I don't know if Ray would handle a nonchalant.
I probably won't.
Person like I feel like even though sometimes you might not like certain things that happen with a more passionate person, I think you need that secretly for you like who you are.
I'm like an extremist, so it's like I'm either gonna get the most turned up or like the calmest. But like calm don't always equal nonchalant. Feel me?
Right.
Like so nonchalant is like over all the way.
Nonchalant is like yo, the sun's gonna come up in the morning, the moon's gonna come out at night.
Yeah, like
that's the only thing that like really matters.
Because I'm gonna be the one that's always hyped, and that shit is gonna get me more upset. Like, nah, I can't.
I hit up.
Yeah, but moving out the cookie crumbs finally is I wanted to bring this to the table because I was just thinking about this on my way here, so I just wanted to bring it up for the episode. It's privacy in relationships. Now, it's been a taboo topic, especially as of late, because people think that like when somebody says, "Oh, I'm a private person," you're hiding. People, make those two things synonymous, hiding and being private. Now, I'll speak on this first. Like, for me, I consider myself a private person. I don't really like to dispel my business. Like, even things like for y'all are my brothers. Like, I've told y'all things months later. Like, I just don't speak on certain things. And that's just because, for me, and it's nothing to do with anybody else, really, just for me, like, I don't like to see people, like, to let people really know what's going on, because I don't like people worrying, first of all, first and foremost. And then secondly, like, I just don't like people in my business on the side part. Like, obviously y'all are different, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever comes up. But like, say I'm in a relationship or whatever, and like posting your girl, like people would know what's going on in my relationship, because if that girl's picture comes off my page or I stop posting on my story, you now then know, all right, y'all are probably not together. And that's a problem for me. I don't like that. But I do know people that aren't like that, and like they have no problem with that. My thing comes in like, what if you're a serial dater? Like, we know somebody. I
know some serial daters.
We know people that are serial daters, even got some kids out of it. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I'm saying? We know every time.
Well, I feel like I know who you're talking about.
We know.
Relax.
And it's no shame that person picks this apart, because that means that person had a good relationship towards the end of high school. But like, you feel me? Like,
pinpointed
he never really done OD,
bro.
It is what it is, bro.
And
that's love. That's all love. But like, this is all to say, like, you feel me? Like, I don't like knowing, because I be feeling bad. Like, damn, like another time this didn't go. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. Like, so I can't look at it like that. Now, I just want to know from y'all, is like, is that a crazy viewpoint?
Not at all.
Am I trying to hide? Is that, you know what I'm saying? How do y'all view privacy?
Just the action of you posting shorty?
Not even just that. Just privacy in relationships in general. Just not really sharing too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm actually like taking it upon myself to get to that kind of point, because like the situation I'm in right now is like, we talk all the time. We share everything. For me, we spend a lot of time together. But there are moments where I'm just like, yo, I don't want to, like, not that I don't want to talk to you, but I need some time for myself right now. Feel me? Like, that's literally what it is. I literally just want some time for myself. I had a long day. Feel me? We don't have to watch every show together. Feel me? I need some time to, feel me, just roll up, have my little zen. Feel me? Exactly. Ray time. Like I feel like we touched upon this before in the previous episode, when I was like, sometimes I feel like people get lost in their relationship, that 100%. They like lose themselves in the relationship, and I don't want that to happen to me. So like, when I sense like, okay, like I need my me time, then I need my me time. That's basically it. So like, what I wouldn't know how to take upon in the future, like me just thinking in the long run, is like, when y'all live together, because like, it's easy to have your me time when y'all like live separately. But like, once you live together, you also have to like share now you're sharing your living space. Right. So where does your me time come? Like,
I mean,
that's why dudes be having man caves and all that.
Yeah, bro.
But you have to have money for that fucking man cave. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you get, like, in the long run, I would think, okay, if we could afford it, you know, I would want a 2-bedroom. We could share the 1 bedroom, but the guest bedroom could be like the guest / when you need
Sanctuary,
your me time,
yeah,
go over there, feel me, and stuff like that. Because obviously, I can't take the living room. Like the living room is the living room.
Right.
I need, feel me. So that's what I be thinking about sometimes. It's like the long run. It's easy now to have your me time, but like in the long run, I think it gets harder.
But in terms of privacy, how do you feel like?
Like I think it's necessary. It's very necessary in any relationship because
something's got to be for you, bro. You know, that's what I be saying.
It don't matter. It's happened to me and Brave when we was living together. You get tired of seeing the same person every day. Naturally, no matter what happens throughout your day, you're gonna get tired or get ticked off naturally because you're just dealing with this every day. It's become so routine to the point where you get annoyed and you want to avoid that because obviously you love, this is your lover. You don't want it to get to that point, so you need your me time. That's how you avoid that.
Yeah, nah, I agree with both of y'all. To answer your question in terms of privacy from everybody else, you're not crazy at all. Me speaking from experience, when I was in my first real relationship, y'all saw I was posting all the goddamn time.
That often.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
It was a lot for you. But
it was a lot. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
but
it was his first though.
You know what I'm saying? You probably won't ever see me do that again though. Like until maybe probably. I said probably, but and you're definitely absolutely right in terms of just needing privacy within the relationship itself. Not necessarily having to keep things from people, but just to, like you said, have your own me time, just to keep yourself level-headed, because the last thing you want to do is be sick and tired of the person that you want. So
right. I mean, so how would y'all combat somebody, like, is the relationship done if a person is like, yo, you don't, like, they're
like, you never post me no more.
They're big on that public PDA. And the public PDA now, unfortunately, comes from social media. It's not even like we just out and about.
It's definitely intertwined now.
Yeah, like, and I feel like it might be swaying more so towards social media than it even is.
I personally think it's just a big red flag because now you just showing me that you care about other people's opinions, like a lot, and I don't give a fuck about other people's opinions. So that's going to be a clash within itself.
Well, what would you say to somebody who says it's nothing about other people's opinions? It's more so just reassurance for them.
How is that reassuring?
Yeah, like I don't see how that's reassuring.
I don't know. I guess it's like I guess like a public claiming of somebody kind of. I'm just speaking from a woman's. If I was a woman,
I
you know
hear
what I'm saying?
you, but my retort for that would be like, what's the difference between that and us actually going out in public, going to a party together, or going to
doing something together,
dinner, going wherever? Like, feel me? We're literally in public. I'm not hiding you. People ask me, I'm gonna say, yeah, we're together.
Right.
What is the like he just said? Literally, you want me to post this on social media for what? My followers and your followers. That's it. But let's not do the whole. Like for me, let's not talk around the point that this is reassuring in that sense. You want to reassure your followers that we're together. I don't want that.
Basically,
I
would rather don't care for it.
Yeah, I don't care for it. If I do, like I said, I've done it a couple times, but I'll do the close friends for me. But that's about it. Because my close friends.
That's bro, and that's what it is for, bro. Because like all the people that, and my close friends is kind of steep. My close friends like 50 people.
That's a lot of close friends.
I mean, it's people that all like people I talk to every day, but people that, you know what I'm saying.
People I trust
I know
to mind their business.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
That's why I do my close friends.
Not gonna carry the information out, and it's, you know what I'm saying. Just people I could trust that, you know what I'm saying. It's cool. Whatever they see here is cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying. But that was just my thing, because like I just wanted to ponder on it, because like it is a big thing, and like people be like, oh, you know, like I said earlier, like people like, oh, you want to be private, just tell me you don't want, you're cheating, or you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. I'm just like, why we have to be so one sided? Why can't it just be like, I don't want people in my business? And,
sometimes too, I think about it because like, you know what they say about like, even when you go on vacation, like, if I see, let's say you go on vacation, I see you posting all the time, I'm not really thinking you having fun because you're posting all the time. People that have fun, you're not thinking about posting. So like, I would think, are we in a good relationship right now? Because what's the fiend?
That's a bar.
What's the fiend for us to be posting this shit? Like sometimes literally I'll be having so much fun. I don't even think that we don't have enough pictures together. Let's start there. Feel me? Like before we post anything, let's take more pictures together. Like feel me? Like I don't know. That's how I think about it too.
That's a bar.
I agree. Closing out the cookie crumbs, we're gonna move on to the free segment, and we're gonna start it right here. Actually, we can start it here. I'll start it here. What would you change about yourself if you became a father? say you became a father tomorrow, what has to change in your lives? And I want to include Fredo in on this one too. What has to, change about your life now that, you know what I'm saying?
You talking about like a character trait?
It could be anything. It could be something that you physically do, something that's a character trait, you know what I'm saying? Anything in between that just, you know what I'm saying, would not be either not becoming or just would hamper your fatherhood status, or just something that's just going to be inconvenient because you got a kid now.
Off the top of my head, because I mean, I'm probably speaking very highly of myself, but I feel like I'll be a great father in general. But if there was something to change, it would be like my budgeting or like my spending, because like obviously I will have to be having as much money as possible.
I feel like that's a given.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, feel me? Like, I don't really know. Character trait wise, it's tough because I feel like I come from a good foundation. So like, if I was to change something, maybe it would be like, obviously I wouldn't smoke as much. But again,
that was the first thing I was thinking.
I think that's a given too, though, because I wouldn't want to smoke.
It's definitely not.
Is it not? I mean, so then I'll take that.
Because I mean, maybe not smoking around the baby obviously is probably a given, but like, in general, it's not necessarily a given though, because you might go find your time and just,
true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you got the kid, like I'm gonna step out in the balcony, like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, like I said, I guess if there was besides finances, it would probably be like, me smoking as much as I do right now. Mm-hmm. So that's about it. Because
for me, I'd say the biggest thing would be patience. I don't think. Like, I'm a patient person, but not really. And, like, for certain things, I don't have patience for. And, like, me personally right now, I don't have the patience for kids. Like, this very second, I don't. Like, I don't have the patience for, like, crying, and I got to figure out what the tears is for. Did you poop yourself? Are you feeling sick? Are you hungry? Like, I don't have the time to figure that out. Like, somebody put the manual in. Like, what's the code? How do I shut this up? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shut this up is crazy.
So, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's my thing. And, like,
the
patience.
Plastic baby to give you.
You know what I'm saying? I wish we never did that. Thank God. But
I think that's some white people shit.
Yeah, that's just poor schools. We went to poor schools.
Yeah, true.
There was no funding for that. But basically, even the brown egg, like, you know what I'm saying?
Your dad never had the brown egg. We never brought an egg home. None of that.
But either way, like,
us about AIDS.
Did they?
They did that in my elementary school, like 5th grade.
Elementary's crazy.
That's tough, bro. I don't know if I'm a parent. I'm like,
yes, elementary's a little.
My father saying like, "Hey, you reacted." He made a big deal. He's like, "I don't know if I want to sign this waiver." I'm like, "They told me to skip this to you. Like, I don't know what the fuck
you want me to do."
Yeah,
I'm 10.
Now, I think Ray's answer of like not smoking as much, like that was the first thing that came to mind. Like, I feel like having a child obviously is like having a second job, so you're not gonna really have time to really do a lot of other recreational things that you probably used to doing prior to a picnic.
After Fredo goes, I think I might want to build on something.
I would definitely say like I would want to procrastinate less because your kid watches everything.
Yeah, come to the mic.
Okay. I would definitely say that I want to procrastinate less because your kid watches everything that you do.
Right.
So
that's
like,
perfect answer.
Yeah, I just want to be like a better example in that regard.
That's a good one.
I was gonna say, I don't know how to word this properly, but maybe a question that I always thought about is, as a father, if you have a daughter as opposed to a son, are you gonna treat them differently? Like, is there a different approach, and why is that? Because,
I mean, my daughter would be in more danger in the world, so I would have to teach her differently.
But are you gonna spoil, like, as opposed to spoiling?
I think
her?
in terms of spoiling, it'd be the same.
I mean, me personally, because they're gonna know me equally, so like I'm probably gonna spoil them equally.
Because
in
like
that regard,
I don't know if this is like something I would change, but I always said like I would, if I have a daughter, I'm gonna spoil her OD.
That's old men for the most part.
But like my son, he will have to earn everything. Feel me? You can't just spoil.
I see where you're coming from.
But
like, I think that's similar to how we were probably raised. I didn't have a sister.
That's what I'm saying. Like talking to a couple shorties and stuff like that, they were like saying that you spoiling your daughter isn't really doing her much because at the end of the day, the mom is gonna be the bad guy, and obviously like you don't want that. Mm-hmm. So like, I guess if there was something for me to really change, it would be more like fair. Like no matter what gender the baby comes out, you got to treat them both the same. Like you can't be too biased. And I guess that's something I will have to figure out.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's tough because like I said, like I feel like women, especially black women, person of color, whatever, like you're gonna be in more danger and just more susceptible to like certain things in this world. So you kind of got to teach differently at the very least. Mm-hmm. you know, certain things gonna have to be a firm no instead of like a yes. So, you know, like when it comes to like going out, like your son, you may want to let your son go out, you know what I'm saying, 14, 15. Your daughter, you may be like, looking more 17-ish. You're like, you know what I'm saying? So I see that being like, you know,
I wasn't even thinking about that.
One of the trials, you know, and tribulations of something like that. And then dating, you know, your son, it might be like, go ahead, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
get that box.
That's not fair. That's
and then the girl's like, you know, make sure you know, he's a different. That's
like
coming from
in
man.
retrospect, that's not fair.
It's
like,
not at all.
Like
bro.
your daughter might grow some resentment towards you and men in general by you doing that.
I feel like that's the way you go about it. And I mean, it depends on how you word it, how you break it down to her, and then some people might accept it, some people might not. Some people might hold against you. I can probably bring some girls and probably be like, nah, because my father or mom did that for me, I was the better woman because of it.
And I've met girls that's the opposite.
Right.
That like they like, oh my, like all my brothers got to do whatever they want, and I was the one that was on lockdown
right.
all the time. And shit
You
like
know what I'm saying? This optics. I don't know.
Yeah, optics is great. That's a great.
All right, so closing out the show, closing out free. Here's a little story time. Because the question goes, is it rude to not say you're welcome? Now, me, I'm nonchalant. Y'all know this. We already touched on this to a negative. I don't like saying greetings. I don't like saying greetings.
Really?
I'm not like, I hate saying hi. I hate saying good morning.
So you dead don't be saying nothing to people? You the rude person?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Now, hear me out. Because my thing with good morning is I hate saying good morning to people I live with, bro. Like I said good night. Like I had to say good night, and now I'm gonna say good morning. We live in the same house. We knew this rotation was gonna happen. Like, why am I? Like, they're just useless words to me, bro. Like, that's how. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So I'm at work. You don't say good morning to people?
I mean, it depends on our relationship. Like, if you like,
just a regular coworker, you're not gonna say good morning to them.
It depends on our relationship, bro.
If you do not know them from a hole in a wall, but you know that they work there, you're not gonna say good morning.
I might say hi. I'm supposed to say good morning, but like I'm not gonna say like good morning. I just don't like the phrase good morning. Really,
I guess.
I might say more so say hi or like how you doing.
Grand Rising.
No. I might say more so how you doing, if anything, just to like not make.
All right,
it
so you're greeting them. I thought that you wasn't greeting anyone.
I don't always greet people though. Like I'm the king of like walk past you. Like,
Jeez.
you know what I'm saying? I'm here for a reason. I'm not here for like, you know, the jovial. But either way, here comes a little story. So I'm at the gym, exiting the gym. I end up holding the door a decently long time for this woman. She's a grown woman, so woman coming in. I held it. She says, "Thank you." I walk away. Because what I ended up doing, I was holding like the inside. There was two doors. There's one door that's like to the outside and there's one to the inside. Somebody else was holding the outside door. I was holding the inside door. So she was coming, and then like she said, "Thank you." I said, and then I just kept walking. She's like, "You could say you're welcome." I'm like, why would I say that? And she was like, "You're not gonna say you're welcome." I'm like, why would, like, is that important? I'm sorry, like you're welcome, I guess. And she rolled her eyes and walked away. I'm like, mind you, I held the door for like at least 5 more seconds than you really should be holding a door, because you know how you hold a door sometimes. Yeah. And like all right, this is extensive. I didn't want to do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Faster. So like I went back to my car. I'm like, is it rude to not say you're welcome? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're welcome is one of those, it's not a greeting. It's a closing to a interaction. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, is it technically rude, even though obviously thank you, I would say is obviously the more heavy weighted out of the two, but is it necessarily rude to not say you're welcome, to close that out?
Calling it rude is tough. I wouldn't necessarily say rude.
Because I don't necessarily say you're welcome.
Yeah, I'd be like,
I didn't say anything. I just said
no. That's a lot of my response.
I usually say like no problem.
Yeah, something like that.
For me,
I just kept walking. I was
really
like,
say you're welcome either. Like, but I'm also like I'm very very big on manners in general.
Yeah, me too.
Like
I'm not.
I definitely say good morning. I definitely say good night. I definitely say excuse me, thank you. All that kind of stuff.
What's wrong with you?
Like I do.
My son Ray so polite. He say hello twice.
Yeah, like y'all the ones that pointed it out to me. I don't even like recollect that I'm doing that. But it's like manners are so built into me that like I'm not saying it's rude either. But not saying anything is crazy. Like I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of crazy to me. Like at least say like no problem.
Like I did like a small head nod. Maybe she didn't keep
that.
No,
you did it.
I did like a little. Like she came. She was like, "Thank you." I said. And I kept, and then I just kept pushing, bro. Like I didn't make a noise, and I just kept it pushing, like a little head nod, kept it going, bro.
What the fuck?
I hate saying excuse me, bro. I just try to pass my way around.
You don't say excuse me?
I say it if it really needs to be said. Like if you really blockading me, then I have to say excuse me, pardon me, whatever the case may be. But if this is like the space we have,
if you can maneuver around, if I'm not have to say anything at all, you ain't saying shit.
Unless I'm like disturbing their activity. But if I'm going around you and I have nothing, you can continue doing like I didn't pass you. I'm not saying anything to you.
Nah, I don't know. For me, I'm always saying like excuse me or pardon me, but I put on like the accent sometimes, like the real aggressive, like pardon me, pardon me.
See, like I don't want to have to do that, bro. Like I just be like, I'm not gonna say it until I have to, bro.
Nah, I gotta do that. I don't know, cause it's like, why are you not being aware of your surroundings?
Like
move.
people,
feel me? Like you in the middle of the street, you know you blocking this shit, boy. Like, excuse me. Like,
exactly. Like you know you. That's my thing. Like you know you're in the way. So me having to tell you you're in the way is
nah.
It's just like me saying good morning when we went to sleep in the same house.
Nah.
Like
you gotta move. You gotta move because I'm the one telling you to move. So if you don't move, then obviously we gotta something gonna happen because something gotta give. Like I just can't stand people that like are unaware or like they're just oblivious to
read the room. Goddamn.
For me, like
I don't know. I just feel like manners is overrated.
Overrated.
It's crazy. You not a social worker? Oh, was?
Yeah, but like you feel me? Like that's a different side of things. Like that's the difference between manners and like just treating people differently in general.
Is there a difference between manners and professionalism?
Yeah. I believe so. Yeah, 1,000%.
I feel like how?
Well, not 1,000%, but definitely I think there is.
I never thought about it, but I think it's one in the same.
Because I think
fake might be one in the same.
Nah, because
if you're
like
professional, you're gonna be. If you're a professional, well,
Because I feel like professionalism deals with being on time. You know, I feel like professionalism deals with, I guess, to a certain degree, your outlook. You know, your exterior.
True.
Exterior.
That is true.
What you said?
But you know, time is manners.
That is true.
I guess you could loop that in with manners.
I was gonna say, I was thinking about like you could have no manners but still be professional, but I don't even think that because I would think you're unprofessional if you have no manners.
I mean, I guess you have to. I don't think they're the same, but I think you have to have manners to be professional. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it goes the other way. Like, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, like
I see what you mean, but I think that one in the same.
I guess. I mean, agree to disagree. I'm not the guy to back this.
He don't care about no manners.
You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is, bro. And like people don't believe me, but I be telling people, I'm like, yo, I'm rude. I'm rude. I don't know what to tell you, but. That's all I got. Anything else? Got anything else for the show?
NBA season. How we feeling about the first week? Or first couple weeks?
How long has it been?
Russell Westbrook is the worst point guard.
It's been like the first couple weeks. It's been 2 weeks, I think. A lot of people have been feeling like that. Russ has played like absolute garbage, absolute shit.
Russ makes me have headaches.
Lakers not winning the chip this year.
Damn.
Russ makes me have headaches.
Gonna make the chip.
You think they're winning it?
I don't know who they're going against. It depends who
the Warriors, bro.
Heat going with go to the championship.
I got the Warriors going to the finals.
Against who?
Will not be surprised.
Kelly said Nets Warriors early.
Nah.
I might jack Warriors Heat. I'm not gonna.
I'm jacking Heat for sure.
But
I'm
like
not
a different
sold on
cast.
the Warriors yet because I really think they're like their new like Poole, Lee, all their like young players. I feel like they still need 1 year development. Like this playoff, they need a playoff run, and then like I'm jacking Warriors gonna win a chip next year.
I could see them making a move though.
It
before
depends.
the trade, like if they make a move before the trade deadline, because they got some good pieces to use. Like you talking about Poole, Damian Lee. I doubt they're gonna move.
Trade Draymond.
Yeah, Draymond. I doubt it, but possibility. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who. Wiseman. They could move him for the right price. Who, Wiseman?
Yeah.
I'm jacking Wiseman play his role. Ty actually texted me just now. I'm gonna read you what he sent me.
Bullshit.
Oubre, Bledsoe, and McDermott for RJ. Or is KPJ available?
He sent me literally probably the same as he sent you, Oubre and Tate for Wiggins, and he doesn't never wanted Wiggins.
Bro,
so my thing is, why you?
I hate you, Tyler. You fucking fuck.
I don't want because when you're giving me 3 guys for 1 guy, I don't like that, bro. I don't like that.
They gotta drop some people.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Now I gotta drop people. Now my team a little less because you want to give me. I don't want McDermott.
Unpopular opinion. I think it's gonna be a rematch of the 2020 finals.
Bucks and Suns.
2020.
Lakers.
LA Heat.
Yeah.
I want the Lakers to get it together badly. I really do. I just think one, AD keeps falling and hurting himself.
I hate when he falls.
Every single time he falls to the floor, he's hurt.
He falls.
He's
glass.
He has glass paper skin and glass bones, bro.
Listen, I really feel like y'all know me. I'm Laker purple and gold through and through, but this team is just not it, son.
I gotta wait till we get the y'all get the pieces that, you know what I'm saying, like Ariza is supposed to be a big part of y'all thing. I think Nunn's supposed to be a decent part. I don't know what y'all kept THT for. I would have kept Caruso.
Niggas gave him like 50 mil.
I would have kept both, but that's just
couldn't obviously wasn't gonna keep both,
but I just honestly feel like compared to the rest of the league, the window is closing very, very fast, and that Westbrook deal was not it. I'm sorry to say that I understand.
They should have went and got DeRozan. I don't know why that fell through.
It could, but who wants to take on that contract? That's a hefty ass contract. That's like top 3 or 4 contracts in the league after John Wall and shit.
Too much money.
So,
bro, he averaged triple-double. You can't not give him so much.
No, you're right.
LeBron keeps showing his age.
That's like an abdomen strain.
Like I said, it's literally, I'm watching the same shit that happened last year. Team is not going to be healthy until I feel like the team is going to be unhealthy, and then they're going to try to get to healthy by the end of the year. Chemistry going to be off because now you scramble to try to build chemistry by the end of the year. Now you're going into the playoffs. Chemistry makes a big difference, and this team, like I said, like they just have to play more together, and they haven't yet. And Westbrook really not it.
It's a long season. Let's come back to this game 50.
Healthy, Heat making the championship. I don't know if they're gonna win because it depends on their opponent. Heat going to the championship. That team is prime.
I think Chicago's gonna give the Heat a run for their money to get out the East. Though I think that's my sleeper pick for.
Funny. The Eastern Conference playoffs is gonna be stupid. The first round, bro. I don't know who exactly.
Because Chicago got a squad, bro.
They do.
But the Heat have great.
They have the squad,
and they can score.
Great defense. And Tyler Hero coming out party is this. That's all they needed.
Keep doing it, Tyler.
And
I need it.
Secret weapon, and it might not even really be a weapon, but Oladipo's supposed to come back by November.
Nah, yeah,
if he comes back and he's 80% of what he is,
that's all they need.
That's a steal, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a super steal.
70.
They don't even need him to do much. They just need him to average what, like 15, 17?
He can obviously average
he
like
can average
12,
bro.
like,
and on an efficient 48%.
Yeah,
come on,
that's
man.
what I'm saying, yo. They primed that the PJ Tucker pickup. Yo, they knew what it was. They need the bodies to defend KDs, all these people in the Eastern League.
Bro, because imagine throwing, if you're KD, you getting thrown Butler, Tucker, occasionally Bam.
That's
like,
Laurie over here getting all the charges.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to be frustrated. You're going to frustrate KD. As much as, like, KD is unstoppable, you're going to frustrate him.
That's what I'm saying.
But with that being said, let's close it out.
Let's do it.
Thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back at some point, I hope, for another episode.
Yeah, hopefully not a month from now.
But
fucking assholes.
We're out of here. It's the Lunchroom Podcast.